Hello, hello. We are live on Warriors Talk. We are live from the home front today. We're not in the studio due to issues going on with the internet. So I want you guys to join in for the fun. We're going to talk about self-sabotaging behaviors in relationship. So don't go anywhere. Tune in.
The views expressed on this program are not those of IntellectualRadio.com, its subsidiaries, or sponsors. Encouraging, educating, and empowering you into action. This is Warriors Talk with your host, Lady ReShell.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell, where we move away from awareness towards action. It's Relationship Monday, and our topic for today is self-sabotaging behaviors in relationship. Now, normally we are in Intellectual Studio, but we are going live from the home front today, but you can still tune in. If you ever miss an episode of Warriors Talk, you can go to IntellectualRadio.com, or you can go to Facebook and type in Intellectual Radio, or go over to YouTube. Just make sure that you don't miss an episode of Warriors Talk. Now, I'm excited about the show today. Relationship Mondays is probably one of my favorite Mondays, and we have an amazing topic today. I want your feedback. Make sure you comment. Make sure you invite somebody else in so that they can get this valuable information. Our quote of the day is, self-sabotage is when we say we want something and then go about making sure that it does not happen. So joining me today is none other than cancer activist, motivational speaker, and the founder of the Gal Foundation, Nicole Gilmore, aka Biz. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, Lady ReShell.
What's up with you?
Man, it seemed like it's been forever. Was it like 5 weeks in April or something? Feel like we haven't done this in a long time.
Wow, I know. I'm so excited about the show today, and I know at first I wasn't gonna go live, but I'm like, you know what? I need to be consistent and make sure that the people who do come and listen to the show, that they get the information. So yeah, I'm excited about the show today. We're talking about self-sabotage behaviors in relationships, something that we can all relate to. You ready, Rizal?
Oh, I'm ready. I am ready.
Okay.
Listen,
Brenda says she's
ready. Going to happen today.
Brenda says she's ready. She's ready. She says she's here, and not only is she here, but she's ready to go. So I'm ready to go. And again, topic is self-sabotaging behaviors in relationship. So Rizal, when you heard this topic, did you think about, did some things come to mind as it relates to sabotaging, not only in like relationships with the opposite sex, but in relationships, period?
I did. There was some things that came to mind, and I'm quite sure as this show goes on, my mind is always clicking and turning. So I'll be thinking of things also, not just as you say, quote unquote, as relationships, but you know, I try to put two and two together when it comes to relationship, things that I've experienced and gone through. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting topic. I'm really bright-eyed and bushy-eyed. I'm ready to go.
All right. So for those of you who don't know what self-sabotage is, it's when you're conscious and unconsciously, when you do things against your own best interests. And it could be described as a behavior that's self-destructive. So the first self-sabotaging behavior we're going to go with is we have not healed from our past trauma experiences. So that's the first one.
I can agree with that one right there, because I come across a lot of women who are not healed, and sometimes it seems though they don't want to be healed. They find where they at, whatever process that it is, that they're going through, but you don't want to bring what you went through into what you could be about to go through. So yeah, I can agree with that one. I definitely can agree.
Okay, it says you are sabotaging your current relationship because you're not healed and because of how somebody else treated you. So now the new person is paying for the mistakes of the person who treated you bad.
Very true. It's been a lot of instances where, I had to actually say, look, I'm not him. I didn't do that to you. So don't do it to me. Or you got to me and you want to try and change, your behavior or whatever the case when you've been doing this all along. So yeah, don't let me pay for the mistakes of what somebody else did or what somebody else made. I wasn't that person, forgive and move on.
Yeah, I would say take the time to do the self-work that you need before you even move on to another relationship. Take time to reflect on what happened, why it happened, and just remember that you're the common denominator in every relationship that you are in. So just try to figure out, what happened. A lot of times we don't even process what happened. We don't even try to grow from the situation because we're so busy blaming the other person. So instead of blaming the other person, just figure out what was it that you did in the relationship wrong and try to move on. And sometimes if you can address that person, sometimes people won't give you closure. So I would say try to heal, figure out what it is within you since you're that common denominator.
But what happens to, say, I'm just going to use an example, say a woman who says that she's done everything right. It wasn't her, it was him. And she's trying to figure out, what went wrong or what was wrong or why he did what he did or whatever the case.
It's two people in a relationship. It's two people. So I wouldn't say just blame one person for what actually went wrong. Sometimes we think, oh yeah, I did everything right. That's your opinion. But if you was to interview that other person, they would probably come up with a million things that you didn't do right. So, it's like at some point you got to come to some type of both of you guys meet in the middle and just take responsibility for what you did or what you feel like you did or you didn't do. Just take responsibility for that and move on. Because I guarantee you that a lot of times we feel like, oh no, I didn't do anything, and the other person, they come up with these things and you're looking at them like, really, but you never said anything, so you think that everything that you was doing was right. So communication, we always talk about that.
We do. But I told you, that's those darts being thrown. You think that it's just one thing that's wrong. And then all of a sudden you got about 7, 9, 13 darts coming at you because it's the buildup of the pressure of things that they never mentioned to you before. So you thinking you get, screamed at about one thing. And next thing you know, oh, it wasn't just you didn't take out the trash. It just wasn't you didn't walk the dog. You got all this other stuff. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Where did all that come from? So yeah, that's the darts being thrown. That's the buildup. That's the pressure. But like you said, communication. So that's why it's important to do those date nights so you can release some of that pressure and say, hey, remember that thing that you did on Tuesday? I didn't like that. Or remember that thing you did on Wednesday? That was perfect. I really enjoyed that. Something. Let them know so that buildup doesn't happen when an offense, something that you didn't like happens and it comes up. And you just like, whoa, wow, that's a lot. So that's how you really feel? That's how you really feel. So, yeah, we just got to do better, like you said, at communication.
I totally agree. All right. So the second one is our broken consciousness won't allow us to accept our worthiness of better. So when somebody broken has like spoken negative stuff into us, they lied to us, and then our spirit gets broken, and then we have the tendency to allow that to just, be in our head. So when we go to the next relationship, we feel like we're not worthy of this person, and we tend to sabotage it.
Man, let me tell you.
I think Brenda was agreeing with you. She said, right.
Nobody's not going
to.
So
we tend to sabotage our relationship. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Nobody's not going to be good to anybody until they recognize the value that they are enough all by themselves.
I totally agree. You have to, don't ask yourself, am I enough? Because you went through a relationship with someone who didn't know your value. And we should stop looking at other people for them to value us. When you value yourself, then people will see that value in you and they will respect that.
Right. I definitely agree with that. Look at that. We almost about 3 in and we agreeing with each other. Oh,
Wow.
we might get through this pretty fast. We on the same track tonight. Oh, Lady Rochelle.
Oh my goodness. So let's greet the people really quick while they're coming in. We have Brenda. Brenda said, right. She's agreeing with what you said, Rizal. We have Lisa. She said, good evening. We have Kimmy. She said, best to do self-healing before jumping back into something else. Totally agree. So thank you, ladies, for tuning in. Do me a favor, share the show, invite somebody else in so that they can get this information as well. We are talking about self-sabotaging behaviors when it comes to relationships, something that we probably all have done ourselves and maybe not really recognized it, but we're talking about it today. So that was the second one that we did. So the third one, and I really think that this one really is basically can just shut everything down. And then this one is fear. And there's so many under that umbrella when it comes to fear. So it says, when it comes to fear is the biggest sabotager when it comes to relationship. It stops us from taking action.
That's true. That is true. But guess what? God didn't give us a spirit of fear. He didn't give us a spirit of worry either. So why would you fear some? Obviously, if you meet everybody for a reason, and if he brought you to that person, there's definitely the divine reason why that person is coming into your life. So you can't be afraid for what's about to happen. There's many times that people, they pray to God for this perfect guy or this perfect woman. But when he sends them, now you scared. How can you be scared of what you asked for? How can you be scared of what you want or what you need? So fear, they got to eliminate the fear. Don't ask for it if you don't want it.
Wow. I totally agree. You have to be careful what you ask for. And remember that there's no perfect person. You're not perfect and that person is not perfect. But ask God for someone who's going to compliment who you are. Compliment who you are instead of trying to look for something that you're not. And I think we have a habit of doing that. We have a habit of wanting these things that we are not even ourselves. So just make sure if you're asking for something that you're going to meet those standards as well.
That's right. We're in love with the idea of, looking good instead of the ideal of the purpose that it's going to serve. So I can't understand how we got away from things of us, it looking good than what it stands for. So we need to get back to, we need to get back to a lot of things. We try to inflict these old school values on this new generation, and they're not trying to have it. It's like, don't worry, we got it, and it's just to a point where they need us and we need them. But somehow, some way, we just not meeting in the middle when it comes to things.
I totally agree. Lisa said, be prepared for your answered prayers. If you ask for it, you should be expecting what you ask for. Oh, and be realistic too. Be realistic with the prayer. And then, if you're expecting it, when it shows up, you should be ready. You should be ready.
Now, somebody told that you should write down to the very T of everything that you want, because it is written, and what you write down and speak out, that's what's going to happen. So if you want a guy or a woman with super intellect and good conversation and long hair, write it down to the T of what you want. If you want him chiseled like a god or her curved like a goddess or whatever the case, write it down to the T of what you want.
Kenya said, you definitely be specific. Be specific about what it is like you want, like Rizal said, so that when it comes to you, you know exactly what it looked like because you've been expecting it. Kimmy said, yes, you ask any old man, that's just what you ask for any old man, and that's just what you're going to get, Kimmy says. You do.
Right.
you know, you have to be specific. I'm a person that writes in journals a lot. I write journals down. I write my goals down for the year. I find myself going back, scratching those goals off the list all the time. So I'm telling you, like Rizal said, it does work. When you write it down, it works. But if you're not writing it down, then, you know, you may forget what it is that you want. It's in your head, but it's so much that goes on during the day, you may forget. So it's best to write it down and go back to that list and read it. And then as you grow, some of those things may fall off because you may have matured, and some of those things you may not even need anymore. So I totally agree with that. Another fear is fear of intimacy. And it may not just be sexually, you know, it may be just, you know, you have that fear of getting close to people because you've been hurt by different people.
Okay, you just saved them from my comment because you know I was going in for the
Lisa says she's a witness. It works. She's talking about journaling. It does work. What comment, Rizal? Sorry, what comment?
Oh, the one when you just said the point of, and okay, so no, go ahead and explain. Let me put this together in my head so it can come out correctly, because we've been on the path of agreeing tonight here, which is actually surprising. We like 15 minutes in, and I haven't shake my head, said no, I don't believe no. So yeah, let me think this one through.
Okay, it says one of the main reasons for people sabotaging their relationship is the fear of intimacy. People are afraid of intimacy when they fear emotional and physical closeness with people. But everybody needs that to be intimate. They need, like I said, it doesn't have to be sexually, but just having someone close to it. If you want to share some good news and come home, or if you want to, you know, just hang out, Netflix and chill, just that person that you can just be yourself and let your hair down with.
Okay, and I can understand that part, because a lot of women and a lot of men, they don't want to start over, so they would want to share that bond with somebody that they're used to, so, or somebody that they know, you know, that closeness. And it feels good coming home, sharing your accomplishments or your goals or dreams or something that, you know, you achieved for the day or the week or whatever the case. It really do. It makes you feel better, and it strengthens, I believe that it strengthens the relationship as well. Now, where I do come to a point, and you know, when it do come to the sexual intimacy, sometimes it makes me ponder why women, and I'm only going to speak because I ain't never been with no man. So why women, they would, if they're having a bad day or they feel as though that you're doing, or there's something that's being wrong, they don't want to be intimate with you. And then that's when the relationship starts to snowball effect and starts to roll downhill, because you got these thoughts, you know, you're not feeling you're not feeling whatever's not going on in the relationship, so you pull back on the sexual intimacy part. Or even if you guys been talking, and this came from a woman told me this. She said, ladies, why wait 3 months, you know, for a person? Because I need to test drive the goods now to see what I'm getting myself into. I would rather know now than wait till later, and the foolery will just start. You know, maybe this guy had never been with anybody, and you know, and now I got to teach him how to do this and do it. She said, no, I ain't got time for that. So I guess that's kind of like a little 2-part thing there that I just gave you.
Wow. So here we are about to disagree. I don't know if you're agreeing with what the lady told you or not, but I'm not one to want to test drive. I'm not. I want to be able to get to know you, know some of your habits, what type of person you are, to see if I want to go that route with you. I may not even want to go that route with you. I'm not one of those people that I see you and you may be sexy to me and I just gotta have you. I want to see what you like. That's not me. That would turn me off. It would turn me off. So I don't know. Each woman is different. Each woman is different.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. Every woman is different. But I actually agree with you. You know, I've come across a lot of gorgeous women who I might have lust for, but everything that's good to you isn't good for you. And I find that a lot of times that there's a lot of women that's gorgeous, but they ain't got it all together. And that becomes a turnoff. So I can understand the weight. Like, I don't want to, like, oh my God, yes. Like, ooh, I could see that she's the one. But then as time go on, it's like your pride too big, your ego too big, your house dirty, you can't cook, these things. It's like, it's just a waste of goodness going on here. But to each his own. We like what we like.
Yeah. You live and learn. You live and learn. I think when we're younger, it's like, okay, I gotta have that. I want that. And then I think as we get older, we tend to learn like, I'm good. I'm gonna wait a little bit. And I think for women, we appreciate the wait. Some of us do. We appreciate the wait. We feel like, oh, he's into me. And it doesn't mean that he's into you because he's waiting. Some men love their wait. And in the process of them waiting, they may be getting it from somewhere else. But if you're honest with the wait and we're both waiting and we know why we're waiting or we're leading up to that point, then, it could be amazing. So I think just getting to know each other and stop holding out. Like if you have a man at home, especially if you have a husband and you living with a man, you got a man in your house and you holding off on sex. Like if you took vows, that's not right. That's you wrong. You dead wrong. Even if you have an attitude, I can see if it's one night, okay, babe, I'm really not in the mood. I'm not even going to perform my best. So let's not do this tonight. I'm going to rejuvenate myself and I'll be ready for tomorrow. But if you go in 2 and 3 months and you're not satisfying your partner, you're wrong. That's not right. Unless you're having some type of medical issue, it's not right. Because if you're not going to satisfy them, trust me, they're going to get it from someone else. Sex for them is not the same for us. We need that connection. We have it. We feel like, he's into me. He loves me. It's a different thing for us. With men, it's an act. If they're not in love with you, it is an act. So to them, they like, okay, she don't want me. And then he's at work. The girl at work is googly eyes all over him. She's bringing him lunch. We can't do that. Don't do that.
Y'all might as well just go ahead and pick the side chick out together. So this way you won't be lost with, who she is. Just pick her out together, if you're not performing your duties. But men, we don't like I know for me, I don't like the rejection. It's hard because now you make me feel some type of way. Well, time is elapsing, is going by, and we haven't slept together in whatever amount of time that it is. What's going on here? Do you find me attractive? Am I turning you off? What is turning you off? What is the problem? You're not communicating to me, telling me what's what. We went from doing it from doing it every night to every other night to maybe 4 times out of the month, possibly. And out of the 4, your cycle comes. So now you're down to 3. And then if I don't, we mad at each other. Now it's down to 2 times a month. Y'all might as well go ahead and, hey, honey, it's like picking which one you want. You want Felicia, Dawn, Kia, Kim? Which one you want? You just might as well just pick her out.
Hey, coming from a mouth of a man, y'all. Listen, Kenya said, if there's nothing medically wrong with he or she, that means somebody's dipping in someone else's candy jar. Interesting. How you feel about that result?
I wouldn't totally say that it means that somebody's dipping in somebody else's candy jar. I mean, maybe what they thought that they got into wasn't the reality of what they thought it was going to be. So it's more so they're pulling back because maybe they've lost interest. Now we need to find, why did you lose interest? Were you, maybe some, like you said, maybe some guys, they just wanted to just sleep with you and be done. But if you're in a marriage, you got to fix that.
That's true. Lisa had to log off because I know she has her show coming up at 7.
All right. Bye, Lisa.
So she said, great topic. So Kimmy says, I believe there's 2 levels of intimacy: good physical sex, short term, Number two, being in love with each other and allowing that energy to intertwine together during intimacy is much more breathtaking. There you go. I believe it's two also. Some people, and it depends on where you at in that relationship. If we're just hooking up, then this is gonna be number one. You know, if we're working towards something, then it's gonna be number two. It's gonna be number two. And then you have to know where you are too. You have to know where you are in that relationship, because sometimes we fool ourselves. And we don't know where we are. Okay, I'm not gonna even go there because I think we had a show where we talked about where we stand in relationships. Okay, another one was fear of abandonment. So they sabotage the relationship because they fear that person is going to abandon them. So guess what? I'm gonna sabotage this relationship and abandon you first.
You know, I don't know where all this ghosting, as we call it, the young people, all this ghosting has come from. Like, if you're not interested, you're just not interested. It happens. You can lose interest, and it's okay to lose interest. But we don't even give people the benefit of the doubt and respect them enough to say, hey, you know what? You know, I like you, but I don't think I could get into you. I'd rather just leave it at this level of friendship or whatever the case. We don't even get that respect. It's just like, damn, now I'm stuck listening, you know, like trying to figure out what happened, you know, like what happened. I'm sitting in the corner and I'm smoking a box of Newports and drinking a whole bottle of Hennessy, you know, stuck with some type of logical reason on why this person left. Again, what's wrong with me? And it may not be anything wrong with you, but these are the things, the thought, the fears that goes through your head. I don't want to be alone. You know, it's like, I'm going to leave him before he leave me, because I know he's going to leave me eventually. You know, I know maybe he can't put up with your attitude. Maybe he can't put up with how you think or how you dress or you know, it could be a number of things. But again, that's them darts being thrown at you.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I mean, in a perfect world, maybe, you know, that person would say, hey, you know what, it was good getting to know you. You know, I just feel like we're not compatible, but you know, you're an awesome person, but you know, I'm going a different way. You'd be like, whoa, you know, what? You know, I mean, and you would have to respect that versus, like you said, you sit there drawing your own conclusion. And sometimes if you're just dating, then, you know, you just know that you may be one of many and maybe you just got weeded out. But I still think that a conversation should be had. But in this world, no. Kimmy said, sounds like daddy issues. Hey, Shanarra, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about self-sabotaging behaviors in relationships, and it's good. And we're only on number 4. We're only on
the main one. I'm hoping is on there. I'm trying to wait to the end.
The main one? I thought the fear one was like the main one. No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
Okay. Okay, well, number 4, you can save yours for last, since it's going to be a good one. Number 4 is ignoring the red flags. A lot of times we ignore the red flags in the relationship.
You think so? I find more women looking for the red flags than ignoring the red flags. So I don't know about this one. Ignoring the red flags? Hell no. You can say I'm going to McDonald's. Red flag, because that means you eat a lot of that Big Mac sauce and you're going to be fat within the next 2-3 years, or what, you're going to look like one. Red flag. Everything becomes a red flag.
So you don't think like ignoring the red flags, it sabotages a relationship?
I think people look for too many red flags. You got red flags, yellow flags, green flags. You got all kind of flags going on. If they able to say that it's a flag, then they feel comfortable to say, oh, no, that's a flag. I think they just want to say that it's flag, than actually working through or seeing, you know, really what's the red, like making a conscious decision about the red flag. Now, I can see, like, you don't like a smoker. That could be definitely detrimental to a person's health. So I can see why you may not want to date him.
Right.
But some of the reasons and the reasoning that a lot of people come up with, and this is just my views and opinions of me, not of Warriors Talk and Intellectual Radio. You always got to put that disclaimer. But it's bull. That's all I'm gonna say. It's bull.
Well, where do these red flags come from? They come from somewhere. We just not picking them out of the sky. They come from somewhere. So where are they coming from for us to be looking at you and it looks familiar, like familiar behavior, and we call it out?
So familiar behavior is a red flag?
It was a red flag with the other person, so I just recognized the behavior.
But it's with a different person. So you're not letting what happened with the other person go and giving this person, because that red flag, what you think is familiar, could be turning into something else. It may turn into a green flag.
All right, hold that thought. Angela says, interesting, these comments are coming in really fast. Kenya says she agreed with me. Yes, people ignore the signs, and a lot of times we do. Shanarra is cracking up. It's funny, Shanarra, but it's so serious. Angela says exactly. Kimmy says intuitive and gut feeling don't lie. They don't lie. But Kimmy, why do we always ignore it? We ignore our gut feeling. We ignore that. It's innate in us. God gave it to us. But when it happens, we start questioning ourselves like, okay, well, my gut is telling me that something's not right, but you know what? He say it, and we don't go with our guts. Why? Because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust ourselves.
I don't know. Well, just remember you said that when I put my comment at the end of the show.
All right. So you got somebody cracking up. Okay. So number 5, I think we talked about this one already. It was withholding love. So we already talked about that, that could sabotage the relationship. We did
definitely a sabotage. You withholding sex. Oh man. Yeah. That relationship is over. You just might as well just sing the tune. Just hum the verse. It's done. It's over. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. So I'm on number 7. It says looking for an exit. So you avoid anything that's leading to a bigger commitment. You don't meet the parents. You don't move in together. You just leave this person wondering why you're looking for a reason to get out of there.
Absolutely. Yes, they do. And again, ain't nobody forcing you to be there. Nobody's holding a gun to your head saying, you got to be with this person. You got to be in this relationship. You got to do A, B, X, Y, ZTF, whatever the case is, these things. You got to do what makes you happy. If you don't want to be there, if this isn't the person for you, if you don't like what you see, get up, get out, move on. Plain and simple. Just like that. Do what makes you happy. Don't stay just because. Don't go along just to get along. No, and don't lead me on. Don't think that we're going somewhere and we're going nowhere fast. No, that's wrong.
All right. Number 8. And this is a good one. Jealousy. So you're always worried about what your partner's doing. You're trying to go through your partner's phone. You want every move that the partner is making because of the insecurities that you're feeling from past relationships. So you're putting this person through that.
Honey, the Rocky music just came on in my head. Eye of the Tiger, because I have been in many battles and many fights about this one. And that's why I'm loosening and cracking my neck, because this is just an ongoing struggle with a lot of people. And I guess a lot of it, again, it stimulates from exes and past experiences and those red flags, as Lady ReShell likes to say, those red flags, and things begin to happen. But you can't be backwards and forwards at the same time. You got to pick a place of where you want to be. If that person isn't giving you any indication, they're not giving you any signs, so what? There's been plenty of times I've come across events where there was maybe a woman that we might have had intimacy before. This is before you. Why are you worried now? It's not happening. I'm with you. Why are you so concerned about her? Oh, she's looking at me wrong. What's going on? Y'all still together? And it's like, boom, what do you mean? I'm with you every night. How am I with her? And then this whole explaining, this whole proving thing got to go on, man. And see, there go the neck cracking again. And it's like, you just ding, 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 and the bells is off. Oh my God.
Okay. Kenya says that's too much energy. Just she ain't going through all that. It's too much. Y'all got
Exactly.
Kimmy is cracking up. Angela said, first of all, you shouldn't want to live with anyone. Why buy the milk when the cow is free? A lot of people.
In this situation.
That's like the norm, though, right? Right about now. Shanarra says, what is she saying? I'm so single. I'm not going to know how to be in a real. I'm so single. She's not going to know how to be in a real relationship. Shanarra, I know that she's being honest because it's real. Because when you decide to remove yourself for a while and just work on you and do your thing, and then when it approaches you, the opportunity comes, you just like, okay, wait, what am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to do this? Because you was cleansing yourself so that you can be right for the person that God sends to you. I totally agree with you on that. I think a lot of women are like that, and maybe when they get in relationships, we tend to do the wrong thing because we've been single for so long that the things that we're doing, sometimes they're not the right things.
And that's true. But for men, we've been in so many chaotic relationships, whether it's arguing, bickering back and forth, that when it do come down to a woman that's for us, we don't know how to act either. It's like, wait a minute, it's been 24 hours and we ain't said I hate you or we getting along within this amount of time. It's been a week and we actually still lovey-dovey. Wait a minute, it's 3 months and she's not giving me there's no chaos. She's not giving no indicate. Whoa, wait a minute, something wrong. When you live in it, that's what you live by. That's all that you know. So it's hard to, not cause it when it comes to men, when it comes to the relationship, because if that's all you see, that's all you're going to do. So
I want to take a moment, Resolve, and address Shanarra. Let's address Shanarra. Okay. So she did mention that she's so single that if she was in a real relationship, she would know how to act. So she said, Resolve, help her with this anxiety. She has anxiety even about thinking about just going on a date. She gets anxiety, and I know she's not the only one. So she said, y'all help me because I get anxiety when I even think about, going on a date.
Okay, so I think this is going to have to, for me, I think this is where we need to start. She need to know what type of man, what she's looking for. We need to know what she's looking for, from a companion, from a mate, from a man, whatever, I think once she begins to get a little bit comfortable and that she's feeling good outside, then it'll feel good outside. So she needs to maybe, get dressed, do those lady things, make herself feel beautiful, pretty, and find somebody just to go on a casual date, have conversation with. Start with conversation. Maybe there's somebody that you can start with on the phone and start with conversation. And then from conversation, maybe y'all can do a couple video chats. I don't know how it is up there in the Windy City. Right now, things are open or not open. Do a couple video chats. Then after that, now you're kind of warming up to this guy. Then maybe y'all can meet up for Chinese food or something, or green eggs and ham or whatever, floats your boat. And now you're feeling a little bit comfortable. And I don't think the anxiety will set in by that time because you have a pretty good gut feeling, I think, about this person, about who he is, what he stands for, because you've had conversation. You've seen him before. So talking to him now should become easy.
I totally agree with that. Women, do not be afraid to go on a date. And the phone conversations, and like Resolve said, move to the video chat. Don't stay on the phone conversations for a long time. Move to that video chat, and next thing you know, you're going out. But you have to go out on dates. So the guys that you may be telling no to, just go on a date. We're not saying marry them. We're not saying sleep with them. Just go out so that you can at least learn. You're dating and you're collecting your information. So now you may make mistakes. You learn what to do, what not to do. But you have to get out there. Don't be afraid to get out there. Shanarra, don't be afraid to get out there and let us know when you go on a date. Report to us and let us know what happened, girl. Angela says she's single by choice. And go ahead. What you about to say? Is it okay to be single by choice?
Okay, what's the choice? Please, somebody explain single by choice. I know what it means, but you have a lot of single women. You got a lot of single women who aren't available. So when you say single by choice, what do you mean single by choice? What are you choosing to be single?
That would be maybe she is, getting herself together. That's when you're doing that work. A lot of us don't do the work when we get out of maybe a bad relationship. We just hop into another one. We don't do the work to find out, okay, what happened? And you sit back and you reflect. Maybe you go get counseling. You know how I am about counseling. Maybe you go get counseling and you try to, figure out what it is that you really want and what happened in that relationship so that you can go to the next relationship healed. So you're in hiding. It's like you're in hiding. You're not making yourself available so that anybody would ask you out. You're not putting yourself in those positions.
So she's not single by choice. She's single because she's healing.
That's just my definition. I don't know if that's what Angela meant. Angela, is that what you meant? I'm just talking. Kimmy says good communication builds an unbreakable bond. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable asking anything and answering everything for your partner.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. I see. Look, I know you too well. What are you about to say?
I mean, Kimmy makes a great point. It makes sense, right? It does make sense that you should feel comfortable asking your partner anything. There should be nothing y'all shouldn't say. Y'all shouldn't be able to ask each other. And if they ask you a question, you should be able to answer it.
Honestly,
I just don't know if that's the. I'm sorry. I just don't know if that's the norm. But what you're saying, it should be.
But if you have a good partner, they will answer your question honestly, whether you want to hear it or not. But when you have the wrong partner, a lot of men and women, they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they don't want to tell you the truth because of how things may go. And that's fair to say, depending if you're a hothead or you don't want to lose the person. But you may still lose the person because you've lied to this person because what you're telling them is not your true feelings. So a lot of times I like the questions because I want to give my true answer, my first reaction. I don't want to sit and think about it. Now, some things I may have to come back to, but I like to give my first reaction because that's how I really feel.
A lot of times they always say, women can't handle the truth. You'd be like, tell me, I want to know. Just tell me, I want to know. And I think a lot of men feel like if they were honest, if they were to say what it is that they're feeling every single time, that we wouldn't be able to handle it. But my thing would be is don't take that choice away from me. Don't take that away from me, and I feel like the only way that we're going to have that unbreakable bond that Kimmy is talking about is if we tell the truth, even when it doesn't feel good. You don't want somebody that's just going to be a yes person. Everything you say is yes. Oh, you do everything perfect. No, when your stuff stink, he going to be like, babe, you was foul. That wasn't right. No, don't do that. I don't like that. Pull you to the side, pull your coattail and say, hey, what you did was not right. What you said was not right. Or babe, I don't like the way you treated me, that or what you said to me or how you talk to me. So that you can learn. I mean, that's just being honest with that person. But I think you build up to that, though. It's something that you work on with your partner.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was trying to do Brenda's comment. She says double date to start. Oh, go on double dates. So, I mean, find somebody that, you got a friend and maybe they can set you up or say, hey, let's go here together. If you're afraid to go by yourself, if you don't want to go on a date by yourself with somebody, then,
Look like Lady ReShell is on that Boost Mobile. The phone went out. Hopefully she'll click back in here. I don't know if I'm on here by myself. But Brenda, double date to start. I don't know if I agree with that one, double date to start, Brenda. That's like too early because what if the person you bring around don't get along with the date? Oh, there she is. I was just telling the people use on that Boost Mobile. You better pay your minutes. That we got to start doing the show after 9 o'clock when it's free.
This is T-Mobile. T-Mobile. Okay, I'm sorry. What did you say? I missed it.
Oh, we was going on about your phone. Oh, now I told her I was talking about the double date thing. I don't know if I agree totally on to start about the double date, because what if you bring a person to the date, and I've seen it on plenty of movies, matter of fact, where the two people that you bring, they don't get along, or either they hooked up. You know, you brought a person that day was interested. So I don't know about the double date to start. Later on, like, hey, here's my friend, her husband is coming. You know, like married couples do married things, boyfriend and girlfriends, you know, they bring people, but I don't know about to start. I don't know about that. Maybe later on down the line. Right now, I need that. First, I need to see if your quality to even bring onto a double date or bring around some of my friends or family or whatever the case. You may not last long. I always say I give them a rope to hang themselves. I need to see if you're going to hang yourselves, because it may not even be worth it. I'm bringing you around 1 week, you know, we on a date next week. Well, what happened to such and such? Hung yourself.
All right. Kenya said nowadays, I guess people are just settling just to say they have somebody. I got a man. So, you know, you just settle for this person. And then I think some people do that.
Yeah, like I said before, they just go along to get along.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me, Rizal?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I saw you blinking, so I'm like, you can hear me. Okay. Angela said, I'm single by choice because I don't want to keep getting into long relationships that are not going anywhere. I can only speak for myself.
Well, first, what do you mean by long? How long? Are we talking 10 years? Yes, that would be a long relationship. Are we talking 6 months? Would that be long to you? So we need to classify how long are you talking? And really, it's you, the individual. If you allow it to go that long, that's on you. You have the ability and the power to stop. Like, look, it's been too long. What are we doing here? Where are we going? What are we doing? It's been 7 years and we still living in this. We still living here together. Are we getting married? Or are we doing the next step? Are we going to the next level? What's the vision? What's so have you ever been single by choice? No, I have not. Lady ReShell, pay them minutes. Pay those minutes. Do I got to cash out some money to pay those minutes? I know.
What?
I said, do I got to cash out to pay those minutes?
No, it's an outage. It's an outage in the area right now because I don't know, they're doing work. So I'm working off from my hotspot because it's an outage. Okay, so Angela did have a question. She said, but you can cash at me the money though, Rizal. Angela says, so have you ever been single by choice?
And I said no.
And I guess I don't know if that's you said no. Okay.
I said no.
Have I ever been single by choice? I probably was single by choice. This is probably the longest I have been single. Is it by choice? No, it's really not by choice. I really just haven't found anybody yet. Am I looking? No, I'm not. Kimmy says virtually dating to start is best, less wear and tear on your current money. That's true. The only thing, virtual dating, my thing is, I think you have to vet the programs that you're on when it's virtual dating, because a lot of people are not who they say they are, and when you meet them, they can't keep it up. It's like you can be whoever you want when you're behind that, you know, this computer, and you can say whatever you want. Then when I meet you, it's a totally different thing. But I would say, you know, do it and have fun.
Oh yeah. You gotta weed out these internet Romeos. You know, they say all the good things over there, and like you said, then when it's time to produce and show up and show out, it's like you know, they stutter and they stuck on stupid now. So yeah, so call they bluff. So call them out.
Call them out. Yeah. Angela said that's not always true. I'm not sure what she was talking about. What's not always true, Angela? Shanarra said it's all about knowing your worth. Don't settle. She learned the hard way. She learned the hard way from settling.
That's usually how it happens. That's how you become better. And that's not, we don't know what part you're talking about, Angela. That's not always true.
I'm not sure. Okay, so number 8 is criticism. So you focus on the negative things about your partner. You're always negative. Whenever they do something, you're not supportive. Like, who wants to be with somebody that's not supportive of them?
That's right. You always talking about me instead of talking to me. Yes. Stop criticizing and going off to the girlfriend saying, oh, you know what he did? And now I got a nickname from y'all because that's what she going to recognize me at because of the thing what happened and what I did. So, yes, stop the criticism.
I've done that.
Yeah.
That
and
is
so now
funny
every time you come around, it's like, babe, why is she calling me that? Oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing. Yeah, no, okay.
Because we can have conversations and you wouldn't know who he was talking about. I used to call this guy the wizard. Excuse me. And my girlfriends would see him and we would talk about the wizard. And he didn't know we was talking about him. It was so funny. So we do that. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. It would be like, girl, you see the wizard. The wizard just getting on my nerve. And he would know. He would be standing right there and we'd be talking about him. So that's true. We do that. Okay. That's so true. I'm guilty of that. So guilty. So guilty. Okay. The next one is avoidance. So you avoid, like, if you have to address something, like we were saying, communicate and talk. You just thinking this relationship is so perfect because you don't take the time to address the things when they are wrong. So you just avoid things. And if that don't sabotage it. Brenda said flashback. Exactly. I had to laugh at myself when he said that. I had to laugh because I know I've done it.
This just shows the life experiences.
Oh, yes. Oh, Angela says she doesn't agree with the double dating at all.
Oh, see, so we're on the same page with that.
Kenya said men do the same thing. They do. I've heard my brothers doing the same thing. So it was funny when he said that. I saw me and my girlfriends having a conversation. So the next one is holding a grudge. So if a person does something and you say you forgave them, but you really haven't. So either you say, yeah, I forgave you. And then every time they do something, that thing that's festering in your mind. And I think not a lot of people, but some people do this. We hold on to grudges after we said we forgave that person.
It's funny how we'll hold on to more negative things than we'll hold on to more positive things. It's like the negative outweighs the positive stuff. Well, did you know he did this, and this? But what good did he do? What's the good things that he did? It can't all be bad. Otherwise, you wouldn't be with him. If a person did so much bad to you, why are you still with him? So he must be doing something good somewhere. Something is keeping you around that you haven't decided, like, you know what? It's just too bad for me. I got to go.
I think people like that. I think people like that drama. They like the drama, and it could be nothing really going. It could be nothing really going wrong in your relationship, but when you get around people, you be like, "Girl, he is getting on my nerve." And then as soon as he call you, you be like, "Okay, babe, here I come." They like looking at you like, "Really?" I think some people just like drama. Okay, so we're on number 12. Number 12 is you just always got to be right. Everything you say is just you right, and everything I say is wrong. So I don't even want to have a conversation with you.
That comes to like, you really got to just sit and put yourself in the other person's shoes. You can't always be right. You can't always try to run things up in the relationship and it got to go your way. There got to be some type of balance. Hopefully he's that type of man where he put his foot down and let you know what, babe, understand where you're coming from, but hold on. You're not always right. Maybe if we try it this way, there's other ways, there's other people in this relationship. It ain't just you here.
I totally agree. I dated someone that he would lecture me all the time. Like if he felt I did something wrong, or it would be like a lecture. Like I felt like it was my daddy, like talking to me. So it was just like, okay. So I would avoid having conversations with him because I knew it was going to be a lecture. The next one is you take everything personally. If you got on a dress and he said, "Oh, babe, you looking kind of thick in that dress," and then you like, "Oh, you trying to say I gained some weight?" Like, you take everything personally. Wear your heart on your sleeves.
And a lot of women do that because, now they fall in love. They fall in love quickly, easily, and it's okay. If you're falling for the man, you're falling for the man. But learn to grow in love, not fall in love, because things that fall can fall and break. Things that grow will last forever. Or at least that's the idea.
I'm trying to. What is Angela said? You have to get to know one another first. That's true. She said that doesn't work either. Go alone to get along. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go alone to get along. I want us to get along. I want to have a good relationship.
Yeah.
So the next one is,
it just got to be meaningful.
Exactly. The next one is, you don't trust your partner.
Oh,
and I think that goes with the other one. You don't trust him.
But that's high.
You don't
That's
trust
high
him.
on the list. That is definitely high on the list. That comes in like with the insecurities and the jealousy thing. You have to be able to trust your partner, because if you can't trust your partner, then nobody feels good looking over their shoulder, looking at somebody, looking back at you, wondering what it is that you're doing. People want to understand, you want to feel secure, you want to make sure that you're being taken care of, nothing is going on, but you're not going to be around your partner 24/7 all the time. They have to go out. They got to come up for air. They got to go do something. And you should be doing the same thing too. But you both should be able to trust each other and know what you have. Know the person that you have. Know that, okay, yeah, he's going out. Like myself, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I have a boutique. I'm around women all the time. All the time. So you definitely will have to trust me. There's nothing going on, because I don't crap where I work. I don't date people who buy from me, because that just turns into a whole disaster itself. So you have to know the type of person that you have that you're dating. Trust is very important.
They'll be trying to get free stuff, get their friends free stuff. I'm trying to figure out. Angela says, no way. I mean, 3 years. 3 years. Angela, 3 years for what, Angela? I'm so confused.
Angela, is her internet out too? Because Angela's like, she's on a delay with everything.
Angela's
we have no clue what's going on.
She's not in my area, so I'm not sure. What's the 3 years, Angela? No way. I mean, 3 years. I'm not sure. You mean you date 3 years? You get to know? I'm not sure. Kimmy Mitchell says, do you think it's possible to fully trust your partner after they break trust? I think it is. I think it's going to take some work. It's not going to happen right away. And both of y'all have to honestly want it. And the person who broke trust has to be patient with the person to be able to say, okay, they don't necessarily have to say, I trust you, but just little acts will let them know that, yeah, I'm trusting this person again. So I think so. That's just my opinion.
I think so. I think so also. Yeah, like you said, it's going to take some work. You may feel some type of way, but again, think about the positive things. Leave the negative thoughts alone. And just move, try your best to move forward. But I know you're not going to forget, because those daggers will come out, because you'll take us back to that point of when the trust was broken, and it'll be a constant reminder every conversation. So nobody wants to go through that either.
No. The next one that talks about self-sabotaging is, you a big flirt. You just flirt with everybody. You don't care if I'm right there or not. It's just a flirt.
Sometimes it's just in your nature. I'm sorry. It especially if you've been single for a long time, yeah, it's in your nature.
Yeah. And then, like, a lot of times I say babe a lot, or but I don't mean like, oh, you my babe, but I just say, okay, babe. It just
like I call everybody baby. Even when I talk to the fellas, like, yo, what's up, baby? Like, yo, you good? I talk to the fella. I call everybody's baby. So, but then when somebody else call me, we're about to really crack up. There's an emoji that's on Facebook that's been getting a lot of people in trouble. And to me, it really doesn't mean anything. But the emoji with the hard eyes, Lord have mercy. That emoji right there with the heart eyes drives women up. Why she sending you the hard eyes? What that mean? Oh, and don't send them back.
That means we go together.
oh God.
Send it back. We go together. Don't
send no hard eye emojis.
No. You really, that's another subject all into itself. You have to be careful. Do I respond? Can I like somebody's picture? Can I comment on somebody else's picture and I'm in a relationship? Does it really mean anything? Like that could really in a relationship for something that probably was really innocent.
And is that sabotage? Maybe they seen the heart on and that was their ex oh, well, you liking the other person's pictures. So I'm gonna go on over here. And now that's my scapegoat to get out.
There you go. Right. Yep. Shanarra says, make sure your pathways are clear. Are you talking about when you're going into a new relationship? Angela said, it doesn't take 10 years to know if a person is your husband.
That's true. Look, you need to start claiming that within the first 6 months. That's going to be my husband. If you feel as though from your gut feeling that that's the man for you. Otherwise, there's some red flags.
He has to feel it too, though. You can't be the only one. Kimmy said, I hate that dang emoji. Oh, that is so hilarious.
So fellas, don't put no heart eyes. Otherwise, it's about to be a conversation. You in for a long night.
Serious, Shanarra. If they put that, we go together. You might as well just come on over. We go together.
Oh, Lord. Don't tell them that be beef, because now they're gonna be looking for heart-eyed emojis that's that trick right there. That's his girlfriend. Yep, they go together.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Angela said everything that glitter is definitely not gold.
True.
You gotta sniff through that gold. You gotta sniff through it. And this is interesting. Shanarra says she loved these conversations. Relationship Monday. Yeah, it's like our favorite Monday. Okay, a big flirt. So the next one is, this is a good one too. Everything else is important to you, except for the person you with. You put everything else as a priority, but that person comes last. You sabotage. That's definitely a sabotage. The next one is, you don't pull your own weight. I'm doing everything. I'm paying all the bills. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm taking out the trash. You're not even pulling your own weight. I'm in a relationship with myself.
I think we're about to spend a little time on this one. I've been there with that one. I've been there with that one. But I had to realize what I was getting into from the beginning. She wasn't working, and here I am trying to come in like Captain Save-A-Ho. And I'm gonna take care of this, I'm gonna take care of that. And she has no ambition, she has no drive, she has no self-esteem to get up and want to do nothing or contribute or to help or do anything. Want me to take no, guess what? We might as well go ahead and pick out the side chick, because this relationship is not going to work. It's not.
What is she doing? What is she doing right now?
In the same place, doing the same thing. And then allegedly still looking for Mr. Right. Mm-hmm. That's just not going to happen.
Angela said, I'm sorry, Angela said, heck, she forgot. She's trying to keep up with the conversation. She forgot. I'm sorry, Angela. I know we moving kind of fast. Kimmy said, run. You're not pulling your own weight. Is that the one she's talking about? Everything else is important to everybody else is important except for me. I am not a priority. I'm being treated like an option. Ooh, that's like ouch. Okay. I think we talked about this. We touched on this one about you not supporting your partner's accomplishments. Mm-hmm. I think this is the last one. Did we say this one already? You correct everything your partner says. So when your your partner is talking, you correct them. And he put up a Facebook post and he forgot to put a comma. You like, babe, you forgot to put that comma. That don't sound right. You got to capitalize that I. Everything he said, even if when y'all out with people, if he giving some information, you're like, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened. You just corrected him.
I kind of feel like that's me. And I know I have a bad habit of like correcting, but if you're going to give me the story, give it to me correctly. That's just how I feel. I'm not going to send you out there looking raggedy if you didn't put no comma. Your grammar is all messed up and this and that. So I think that could be me. I'm not the type to, like you, I'm on it all the time. I know what you mean, but we gonna have we got some type of education or something going on. We need specifics because if you're going to batter me or you're going to say I did X, Y, and Z, I need specifics and I need to know down to the T exactly what you mean and what you're talking about, and we're going to do it correctly. So was that shade?
Was that shade? What, Kimmy? What shade? I don't remember. You have to let us know which part. We're moving so fast. Angela says men tell their friends the negative things about their girlfriends also. I think we all do. I think we both do that though. We do. I think both species does that for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe we just want to look like the better person around our people, So as soon as they get around our people, they come around, everybody giving that person a side eye because you done told them everything. But yeah, you still with that person, been with them 10 years.
But you know what? It takes a real good, true friend to tell you that you have to stop finding all the faults and bad in a person. Every single person that you talk to is something wrong with them. They doing this, they doing that. Like you said, you got to weigh out the option. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it is you. So you can't keep expressing about everybody like you against the world, like everybody's doing something, to you, or everybody's just not for you. It has to be, there's somebody for everybody. You just have to just figure out what it is that you really truly want that's going to make you happy, and settle your behind down and go for it.
And your friends know you. So when you tell them stuff, they already know if you're lying on that person because they know you. So if you come at them with some stuff, they're going to be giving you the side eye like, okay, yeah, that's what you do. But they may not mention it to you, but they already know. 9 times out of 10, they already know if that person is too good for you. They're like, okay, yeah, that person's too good for you. He don't even need to be with you because you're not going to know how to treat him. So your friend would know firsthand. Okay, so that was my last one resolved. That we went through 20 of them. Wow. That was my last one. Yep.
Wow.
That was my last.
Everyone wasn't on that list.
Oh God, I thought I would have hit it.
No.
Come on with it.
My number one is, ladies, stop being your own psychiatrist and doctor when it comes to these relationships. Y'all go into these conversations about what he coulda, shoulda, dulda, or whatever the case, and then now you're talking to yourself about what happened. Oh, I bet you he out there right now. You know what? Yeah. And it's like you come with all these different personalities because you're trying to be your own psychiatrist, figuring stuff out with the relationship. Stop. It's been plenty times when you just reach over and hit him like, I know you slept with her. What are you talking about? And you just like, I saw it in my dream. It was a gut feeling. Girl, you up there being your psychiatrist again? Wow. That's my number one.
Wow. Ladies, stop talking to yourself. Go get some help. Stop having these conversations with yourself. You done made up a whole scenario in your head about what happened. Ain't even happened.
How it happened, when it happened, how it went down, what he had on, what she was doing, and where they was at. All these different things that you were made up in your head, and ain't not nothing there thing what you just thought of even went down like that.
Wow.
Poor guy.
Well, I hope you guys learned something today. I know I did when it comes to self-sabotaging. When I heard Resolve mention the one about making up these things, it made me just take a look at myself and say, oh my, that's because that's something that I actually do. I had to laugh at myself because I'm like, oh God, that's something that I do. So, I mean, some of these self-sabotaging behaviors, we've all probably have done them, but we don't have to stay stuck in these things. We can learn from them and learn to pick better partners, because that's what Relationship Monday is about. It's about, having good connection with people and being in good, healthy relationships, not just being healthy in your physical, but in your romantic life, your spiritual life. And we all want to be in healthy relationships with someone to where we can laugh about it, and we can mentor other people who may be looking to be in relationships. And we're not saying that we're experts, but we have been in relationships. I'm 50, so I've been in quite a few, and I know Resolve been in some, so we can definitely give you some about things that we've been through and I'm sure you could do the same. And that's why we read your comments, and we enjoy your comments. We need the comments. We value the comments. So, and you guys came through today. Let me tell you, you guys came through.
It's good. I love these Relationship Mondays and the audience that we bring. Cadillac, where you been at, bro?
Where you been?
Wait a minute. You come at the end of the show.
We needed you. And I mean, all these women was gone. Resolve was handling it by himself. Where you been?
Oh, my God. See, fellas, I'm gonna need y'all to do better. I'm gonna need y'all to step up and step in. Like, look, we can't keep having these women going back to their girlfriend, co-signing the BS that they have made up in their mind, and we on the sideline trying to figure out what it is that they over there talking about. We need to powwow.
Stop getting advice from your single friends. So your friend is single, not saying that she don't know anything, but she's single. You want to talk to somebody that has a person. Talk to somebody who's been with somebody for a long time. We're not saying that their relationship is perfect, but it's something that they're doing that's keeping that relationship together. So make sure be careful who you talk to, you get advice from when it comes to relationships. So, Shanarra, we're all about healthy relationships. Yeah, we know you're sorry. You're here now. You're bad. You here. Next time we're gonna need you to clock in early so that we can hear your opinions.
Yeah, we can't start the show over, Cadillac. Sorry. You're gonna have to go Born the Warriors talk and get the repeat.
Be kind and rewind. I'm gonna need you to get here early, Cadillac. Be here early. 6 o'clock next time, 6 o'clock. So Resolve. Wow, this was a good show. It was a totally good show. I wasn't expecting all of the feedback that we got, but I'm glad that individuals were commenting and letting us know what was going on. So I appreciate you guys. They still comment. Kimmy says she loved the show. We love you, Kimmy. She always have the best comments too. We appreciate you, Kimmy. Cadillac, who just got here. Shanarra, Angela, Lisa was here. She had to go because she had her own show. Kenya was here. So Brenda was here. So we appreciate you guys coming on and sharing with us. This is why we do it every first Monday. It's Relationship Monday. So if y'all have any topics that you want me and Resolve to cover, let us know. If you want to be a guest and join in with me and Resolve, let us know. We're open. We're open.
And we love doing it. We've been doing it for some years now.
I think it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years.
What? I don't know why I was thinking it was like, wow, 5 years. We've been clapping this mic together. Wow.
Yeah, it's been 5 years. So
we thank y'all. We thank y'all for still tuning into us and being here and listening to our words of wisdom, what we got to share, our life experiences. I definitely, man, I'm just so humbled to say thank you. Like,
yeah. I appreciate it. And again, we're always looking for different topics to talk about. And if you guys have something, if you don't want them to know that it was your topic, you can inbox me or Resolve individually and we'll talk about it. We don't have a problem with that. And next time I'm gonna tag you, because I didn't tag you. I don't think I tagged you in my tag. So I'll tag you next time, Cadillac, so you can get here early.
You didn't tag him, huh?
Yeah, but how long I've been doing this, Cadillac? How long I've been doing this? So okay. Shanarra said congratulations. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, yes, we do.
You guys, y'all made the show today, so we appreciate that. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. All right. So Cadillac has the final comment for today. So he said that okay means he'll be here on time next time, you guys. All right, Resolve, any final thoughts about self-sabotaging behaviors in relationships?
I I mean, we've covered a lot, and I feel good about leaving tonight because we touched on just about everything. And like I said, it's much appreciated that we let people know the things that they could be doing, sabotaging their relationship. So I just say, just go with the flow and try not to read too much into it. If it's for you, it's going to be for you.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. We stress over that a lot of times. I enjoyed this show again because I saw myself in some of these self-sabotaging behaviors. So it's a learning experience for me. Sometimes you don't know what you look like until somebody else pointed out, or So I appreciate the show tonight, and I appreciate again your comments. I will leave you guys with this comment. It says, "Stop overthinking. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop self-sabotaging. You must learn to trust yourself. If you have to ask yourself, you need to ask yourself, are you coming from a place of love? Because sometimes we don't come from a place of love when we are having these complaints about the person that we're with. So are you coming from a place of love? And that's the bottom line. Always come from a place of love. Whatever you give out is what you get. All right, Rizal, next we're going to be, like I said, we want you guys to email us and let us know what type of topics that you want to hear. It's not all about what I want and what Rizal want. If you guys listen in and you want to hear something, please, your opinion is valued. And I want to know what you guys want to hear, what type of shows that you want to hear as it relates to relationship. But we do it every first Monday on Intellectual Radio. So you guys join us at 6 p.m. And this is author and founder Lady ReShell. My co-host is Rizal Gilmore, cancer activist, motivational speaker, and the founder of the Gal Foundation. At Warriors Talk, we change lives one warrior at a time.
Thank you for listening to this week's edition of Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell. To get more information on Warriors Talk, follow at Warriors Talk with the number 1 on all social media outlets, and Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell on YouTube. Listen next week and every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell, where we encourage, educate, and empower you into action.